and it is 5:03 p.m. There has been an establishment of quorum with all members of the court present. Legal will be joining us via Zoom today, our general counsel, and I just want to make sure that that has been verified and on the record. Mr. Groves, are you on the call? Mr. Almada? Is it on mute? Okay, we can just verify, please, that you will be on the call. But Mr. Groves, you are on the call? Know that today's meeting is a bit more pretty much out of the norm, as we're having it in the district court room today due to voting that is being taking place in the commissioner's courtroom for early voting for the amendments. But we'll go ahead and proceed in making sure that all is in order. But I do see that Mr. Groves is on the call, and for the court's information, of course, legal is present. We will proceed with the next on the docket for today, which is item 2, citizens' communications and recognitions. Before we do move into this forward, I would just like to ask for a brief moment of silence, of course, for that of the passing of the mother of our former Maverick County attorney, Rick Reyes Ramos, mother-in-law to Commissioner Ramos. And I'd ask, of course, that this court, not only, of course, do we extend, of course, our condolences to the Ramos family, but also to of course, the purpose of having that support there for you all during this time. So if we can have a moment of silence to honor Ms. Ramos at this time, please. Thank you. Citizens' communications that have been submitted. Mr. Miguel Angel Chavez. Mr. Chavez, know that you'll be you wish to communicate with the court this afternoon. So if you wish to approach the podium, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Judge, Commissioners. So this is more of a public service announcement for the ceremonies that are going to be coming up in the month of November for Veterans Day. The first one is going to be on November 8th. That is going to be the parade, which will be kicking off at 10 a.m. All citizens are welcome to come by and help Eagle Pass and County of Maverick to celebrate Veterans Day, followed by the Veterans Day ceremony. And I do want to thank the commissioners and the judge, especially with all the renovations that are going on. It is going to be amazing. Please show up so you guys could take a look at all the hard work that we've been putting in, along with the planning department. We've been breaking our heads. Pablo and I have been working diligently to make sure that it is a place of reverence, a place of honor, and a place where all citizens can go and remember their fallen, remember their current, and remember our past, our present, and the future, which are in high schools right now, or those who are going to serve. Once again, I do want to thank the commissioners and the judge, especially for all that, all the help that you've been giving the Veterans Department. The next event after the ceremony is going to be, before I forget, the 11th is going to be a lot different. The ceremony is going to be including different, we're going to be adding different events to our ceremony. Every year it's kind of very kind of uniform how it goes. It's just one thing right after the other, which is great. But we're adding some stuff to it that I'm really happy to bring in, and I hope all of you guys are able to join us once again to celebrate Veterans Day. On the 13th, Judge, thank you so much for the help. I know I've maybe been a little bit annoying a little bit with the VA, but for the first time in Eagle Pass, Maverick County history, we are having a VA food drive that is specifically funded, and it is brought here by the VA. That is a big deal, big deal for the veterans of Maverick County and Eagle Pass, Texas. We had a sit down with the VA from Valley Coastal Bend, and we were able to get them here. which is once again a big deal. This is going to be monumental for this town. So this food drive is specifically dedicated to veterans. It is going to service veterans, the dependents, and surviving spouses. They will need to bring an identification. If they don't have an identification, they can bring in correspondence that identifies them as either dependents or surviving spouses or veterans themselves. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to reach out to myself at 830-325-5164. Again, that is 830-325-5164, or visit my office at 455 4th Street, right behind the IBC Bank, here downtown next to the courthouse. Once again, I do want to thank the commissioners, thank the judge for everything that you've done to help us to make all of this possible over the last year that I've been as a VSO. We have seen tremendous strides in what it is in the Veterans Department, and hopefully, God willing, and with the help of the commissioners and the judge, we can only make it better. There's always room for improvement, and if anybody ever has any suggestions or any questions, please feel free to contact me, and if I can't get you the answer, I can guarantee you I will get you the answer. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. Chavez. And we appreciate, of course, all the work that's being done there with Veterans Department. Moving forward to recognitions, I do know that, Commissioner, you, of course, requested that the court bestow, of course, a recognition to the Eagle Pass, or the International Rotary Club, Eagle Pass section, chapter, here in our great community. I know that the Rotary Club has done an exceptional job, not only, of course, through its many community outreach programs and events that you all have on a yearly basis, but more so on the efforts that you all did to assist those residents in Quemado during the floods that happened in the northern portion of Maverick County. I want to, of course, extend my gratitude as county judge to the organization and to all of your members, because it is because of the great efforts of volunteers in our community that we're able to continue moving in the right direction and providing help when help is always at its greatest need. And it's organizations like yours, like those that have been honored here before this court in the past, that we've been able to actually see great strides taken. So I do want to thank you all on behalf of the court for the work that you all are doing, the work that you will continue to do, and more importantly, knowing that Maverick County is a partner of yours in any way, shape, or form that we can be. Know that we continue working towards great strides to make things greater for our county residents throughout Maverick County, not just outside city limits, but throughout Maverick County, and we are excited to have partners like yourselves be part of it. So, Commissioner, I know that I'm pretty sure that you'd like to extend some words there to the organization, and of course, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I wanted to bring this recognition to them because, yes, they definitely contributed without us having to call them. They themselves reached out to our office wanting to support, to assist, and the community in Quemado. They uplifted their spirits, the impact that they made in the residents there in Quemado. It was incredible. They kept calling our office, and we kept telling them, don't thank us. It was the Rotary Club. They contributed in many ways, not only monetary, directly to the residents, but they had the meals and different efforts that they supported, and we are forever grateful for what they did, their generosity, their leadership. It is an honor for me to be able to support you guys and partner up with your club, your organization in future events that you host to help other community members, not only my precinct. It'll be an honor. Seeing what you did to my precinct, I'm willing to support whatever efforts that you bring to our community. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for stepping up without having to call you. And that shows a lot from your organization. And I'm very impressed at the efforts that you guys bring to the table from your organization. So whatever I can do, and as a court, I will support your organization 100%. So at this time, I would like to, if you're here, whoever's here from the Rotary Club, call you to come forward so the judge and the court can present you with a small token of appreciation for your efforts.
I think we'll have to come around, probably around this side.
Of course.
Lower.
So we'll go ahead and turn this over to y'all. Of course, this is just something small but symbolic with the court for your organization. To know, of course, the efforts of what we are so very proud of and the work that y'all do. This, of course, is a very symbolic certificate of course, appreciation and gratitude on behalf of, those members of our community who were greatly impacted by the work that y'all do. So I'll turn this over to y'all first off. But more than anything, be extremely honored to turn over what is the county's official seal to you all as a token of appreciation on behalf of the court and for the great work, of course, that you all do. Wear that proudly whenever you are doing your work because I know that Maverick County is behind you all. And you all have a little bit of Maverick County in your heart. A little bit always, right? So with that, on behalf of the court, thank you all very much for what you do. Let's give them a hand.
Yes, thank you, Judge, Commissioners. This is just a start. We're going to continue to help out the community as much as possible. I know nothing to replace everything that was lost. Us as an organization are willing to help out in any way we can. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you once again. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Is it on? Okay. Okay, moving forward, are there any other items that need to be presented during recognitions? Not that are submitted. Okay, very well. Item number 3, declaration of conflicts of interest. Are there any declarations that need to be submitted at this time?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Item number 20 and item number 23, I will be abstaining.
Very well. And I will place on the record item number 47. I will have an abstention on item 47. Moving on to, if there are no others, we'll move on to item number 4. I'm sorry, consent agenda. Consent agenda items number 4 through 41 are consent agenda items. I will just go ahead and make note that in reference to go ahead and proceed with the consent agenda items as they have been presented. Items number 18 through 34, through 35 that have been submitted for modifications on those items. If the court, of course, will just make a general note and a general consensus to go ahead and proceed with such. But for these items, if the court wishes to take them into regular session or just leave them in consent, it's perfectly fine. But we just need to make sure that those effective dates are listed as the effective date approved after today's meeting. As per the auditing review, that is an item, of course, that we just need to make sure that is properly noted on there. If the court is amenable, we can take one motion just to make that modification, that they would be reflective on that item from 18 to 35 would be effective October 22nd, okay, not October 1st. Is it okay? We go ahead and take an item to approve the adjustment on that wording. Instead of October 1st, they would read October 22nd. Is there a motion to that effect? Motion has been made by Commissioner Rios. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Let the record reflect that there are 4 in favor, 1 abstention. Very well, 1 abstention, being Commissioner Ramos. Moving forward, the items are sent to consent, items 4 through 41. Are there any questions regarding any of the items? Or if not, is there a motion to approve? Yes.
I kindly ask that item 13 and item 14 deals with personnel. I'd like to take it to executive session.
Very well. Item number 13 and 14 would be considered for executive session. And we'll go ahead and proceed for those matters on that item.
And Judge,
If there's, yes.
and item 39, I would like to put that in regular.
Item 39 will be placed into regular portion of the agenda. Any other modifications? If not, is there a good understanding? Yes? All right. So we'll go ahead and call for the motion to approve the items that have been submitted, which would be items number 4 through 12, 15 through 38, and 40 to 41. Is there a motion to approve those items?
So moved.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Reese. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Rios. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Let the record reflect that there are 4 in favor, 1 abstention, correct? Very well. Moving forward to item number 42. I'm sorry, we got to take one item here out of order. Commissioner Ramos, you have item number 39.
Yes. let's take that.
Discussion and appropriate action in regards to a check from Methodist Healthcare Ministries in the amount of $5,181 and all funds collected from the sale of salvaged scrap metal from structure fire at the radar base in the amount of $2,022.53. Is there a motion to open the item?
So moved.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Ramos. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Item has been so opened. Commissioner?
Yes, Judge, and in regards to that, I wanted to check with the auditors and see where on the budget we have identified those funds that are supposed to be, the 5,181 should be for the airport. Last time I checked, I understand that the check hadn't come in, and then they told me that it did come in. And then the metal, the one for the metal should be allocated for the airport.
It is my understanding that the 5,000 is not in yet, so we would have to take that one for revenue recognition. When we do the revenue recognition item, that's when you tell us what accounts to hit or what
Okay.
accounts to debit and credit. As far as the $2,000, I believe that happened last fiscal year. I don't know where they got deposited. I know from you know where it got deposited, general fund or any specific fund? I know that money got deposited last fiscal year, so it's already been used and accounted for somewhere in the budget.
Okay, I'll check with you, and if I need to bring it back, I'll bring it back so that we can identify those.
Now, I'll work with him to get
Okay.
the answer for the 2,000, but I know for the 5,000, we have to do a revenue recognition line item, and you can tell us then where to.
Okay, because they're telling me the organization saying that it already cleared the bank. So we need to, if we can look into it, and then maybe tomorrow or next week, I'll go to your office.
With Treasurer's office. to
Okay.
see when it got deposited.
And then we'll look at the one for the metal and figure out what we need to
I
do
know
with
that
that.
went in last fiscal year, so I'll also follow up. with
Okay.
Treasurer's office and get you
Sounds good. I don't need an action, Judge, on that one, so if we can just, I'll follow up with them on that. Thank you.
So no action taken on this
No.
item? Very well. All right, we'll go ahead and then proceed with the regular items. Just for our purposes of information, I will be removing from the agenda item 42, 43, 46, and 53. Okay? Those items will not be discussed today. Item number 44, discussion and appropriate action to accept the 2025 Help America Vote HAVA grant program. Mr. Reese, on this particular matter, is there a motion to open the item?
Yes, sir.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Reese. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Rios. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion is item is so opened. Mr. Reese?
Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. We have received an award in the total amount of $137,740 with 25 cents. This is through the Help America Vote Act. This is some funding that was identified by the Elections Office. The Grants and Elections Office were working together. The original total that we were going to receive was $42,500. And in talking with the Elections Office of the state, we were able to lift up that funding amount to go ahead and cover the whole amount of the tabulation machines and the voting system that's coming in. So we're going to get it all grant funded, taken care of by the grant funds. It does come with a match. The match is $22,956 with 77 cents. It was a lot of good work that went into that between the Elections Office, communication, talking with the state, and we were able to tell them how much it was that we needed to cover all expenses, and they were generous enough to award us the full amount.
Perfect.
Recommendation for approval. Is there a motion? Motion has been made by Commissioner Rios. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Unanimous. Item number 45, discussion and appropriate action to open a bank account for the 2025 Help America Vote Act HAVA grant program. In reference to this particular item, is there a motion to open the item? Motion has been made by Commissioner Reese, second. Second by Commissioner Rios. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Unanimous. Item is so opened. Mr. Reese, this is just the bank account, correct? So
Correct.
specifically, this would be listed as the 2025 HAVA account, basically? Specifics, Mr. Valdez?
Yes.
Is there anything specific, Ms. Barrientos, from auditing purposes?
Before any purchase is made. Correct.
All right, then if there is nothing then further that needs to be provided, then we'll go ahead and proceed with moving forward. Is there any further discussion? Not, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. There's a motion. Open, is there a motion then to approve, sorry? Recommendation for approval. To approve.
Yes.
Motion to approve is by Commissioner Reese, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Rios, discussion? Thanks for catching that. There is no further discussion. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Unanimous. Moving on to item number 47, discussion and appropriate action to approve a contract between Maverick County and the International Good Neighbor Council, EPPN, a certified and recognized nonprofit 501c3 organization to manage the fund for the Maverick County Food Pantry and partnership with the South Texas Food Bank. Ms. Maria, and of course, Ms. Jumpin, I know that you all are here present, but is there a motion to open the item? Motion has been made by Commissioner Ramos, second by Commissioner Rios. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Unanimous. Very well.
Hi, good evening. I'm Sonia Jumpin. I am actually the treasurer for the organization. It came to our attention that the current nonprofit that was administering the food bank was going to be a conflict of interest, and so we want to approach Commissioner's Court to offer the possibility of us managing it through the International Good Neighbor Council. It is a nonprofit organization with the IRS. It has all the statutes. I'm a CPA. I can present quarterly reports to Commissioner Court if needed of how the funds are being managed. Why are we doing this? The whole purpose of this organization is not only for it to do the abrazo, we want to do more. We want to do more for both communities, and seeing this opportunity to be able to help the Maverick County with this operation that is needed is a way of us indirectly benefiting Maverick County, but at the same time, getting our members that are a little bit of older age more interacted with the community and more involved, rather than just in one event a year. I offer quarterly reports. We're going to open a separate bank account specifically for those funds, bring those reports to you guys so that you can see clearly what is being deposited, what is being spent, and so forth. I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions that you would want us to follow, or if anybody else wants to have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Ms. Garza is the director. Are there anything specific? The food bank has authorized the 501c3, is that correct? South Texas Food Bank has already authorized them to serve as a 501c3. Is that correct?
I do have a question.
Yes.
Who was taking care of the funds?
Before?
Yes.
So-
Wonderful.
Oh, sorry?
So, just as a report, as a point of this matter, for that discussion, Mission Border Hope prior had what is the fund responsibility to issue the $52,000 that were issued every year. So every food drive distribution that happens, the only way for South Texas Food Bank to actually provide what is a service to a county is if there is a certified 501c3 organization that is going to be issuing that funding to them for our county residents to receive those food drives. Mission Border Hope was able to do that for some time. Mission Border Hope now is in process of opening their own food pantry. Therefore, there's a conflict in the efforts that are ongoing that have caused a bit of a concern. South Texas Food Bank advised the department as far as of that matter, and of course, just encouraged us to make sure that in case that there would be no, commingling, we could say, of any type of mishap that could happen, that it would be recommended to have two organizations or an separate organization from them handle that funding. So that's why when we looked at the 501c3 organizations, there was one, of course, that's readily available to assist in the process. This had to be identified by October 1. The identification, of course, was given to the South Texas Food Bank to not have any overlap in service or disruption in service. And therefore, that is a reason why the court has before itself right now the process.
Laredo Food Bank is the one who gets a check.
Correct.
And before, they were getting a check via
Mission Border Hope.
Mission Border Home.
Now they're just going to get that check via international good
Now,
Council.
do they owe, or do we owe any money to Laredo Food Bank at the moment?
No, I think everything has been already validated on that matter. There is nothing pending. I think that on this agenda, we have a budget amendment that will be presented to finalize, and we will be closing out everything with Mission Border Hope.
Do we have an agreement, an MOU with the,
Good Neighbor Council?
Good Neighbor Council?
It's presented to you before. It's on your iPad. So the backup was all provided with the documentation.
is it
So
back
there
up
is,
here?
yes, the actual MOU is provided on there. The agreement is clear that it states, of course, this basically the same agreement that was issued to Mission Border Hope is there also to provide that same agreement, of course, to
And the Good Neighbor Council approve of this?
Correct. On the last meeting, we brought it up to our members for voting. It was a unanimous vote. Again, they're trying to benefit the community, but membership fees that we collect is very limited. These are people that are older of age, you can't be charging fees. And so in a way of to get everybody involved, this is a good, they're like, oh, so that means that we can come and give out the turkeys. And we're like, yes, you can. Like, they were very excited to kind of be forced to be part. They know that it's not their responsibility to do, but it is kind of like for them to feel kind of the
Community
purpose,
service.
community service. You see what I'm saying? And so it kind of works out that it's a 501(c)(3) with the IRS. Everything's in order. We did the presentation. They all voted it unanimously. There's no issue in that end. But again, at the end of the day, it's something that you guys have to approve as well.
Judge,
Yes.
did you have a check with our
Yes. Mr. Groves, of course, did receive all of the matters on the contract, and all of this was provided. I don't know, Mr. Groves, is there anything that you need to add to that on that actual contract? You might be muted, Mr. Groves. I know I'm seeing you on the screen. Or is the TV muted? I'm sorry. Is that what it is? Is it remote back here?
Right here.
No.
No sé se va a oír arriba.
Mr. Grove, are you there? Mr. Grove, can you hear us? Test, test.
One per second.
No, en la televisión no se va a oír, se va a oír en el sonido de arriba.
May I ask if the Good Neighbor Council has,
Matt,
using a bank here in Eagle Pass?
Of course, IBC Bank is our bank. We actually have our meetings at IBC.
Because it's an international association. Just want to make sure that whatever funds the county contributes will be deposited.
And actually, the item that was approved with our members was that we opened a separate bank account
Okay.
through IBC specifically just for those funds. So that it is very clear that this is what comes in, it has to be out of that, and there's no commingling with the other fundraisers that we do.
That's important.
No, that is important for us as well. I mean, and even for the tax return preparation, when
Give me 1 second.
when year comes, I mean, for sure. That is something that was required by our members in order for them to approve it.
Okay, Mr. Grove, I'm incorporating you into this via call. I know that you're listening in, but we may just have some technical difficulties on there. On, of course, the contracts that are all on moving forward for the purposes of the 501(c)(3) South Texas Food Bank. Are there any additional concerns that we need to just bring forth on that contract?
Pushed out
Okay.
by the federal government because it's federal funding. As
Okay.
long as you'll do that, it shouldn't be a problem.
Very well.
So
What
did
did
you
he say?
Okay, can you repeat that once again, Mr. Grove, just to make sure that you're,
Yeah. In the contract, it talks about OMB circulars. Yes, the federal office of management and budget personnel guidelines that are pushed out. That's what they're subject to because they receive funding from the federal government. So y'all just have to follow for any funds contributed to that. So just make sure y'all follow those and you should be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Summarize it, please.
so in reference to that, there is no additional request outside of the contract that's been currently provided to the court, correct, Mr. Groves?
There was an amount in the contract. I think it was 52,000. Is that correct?
It's the same amount, correct?
Yep, and that's it. As long as you're committing those funds, that's it. There shouldn't be any issues.
Very well. There is no issue.
Does the county contribute lump sum or on a monthly basis?
The contract is listed at 52,000, so normally that's paid out at the beginning. It's a one check, and then they are responsible to cut that out monthly.
And
So
that's what
the responsibility will be between obviously the food pantry director and Ms. Jumpin for the responsibility of cutting out those amounts, and that we remain within that time frame unless there's budget amendments that need to be done at a later point.
Like I said, I volunteer to bring every 3 months a bank statements for Commissioner's Court to see. And then the bank statement normally has a copy of the checks or wires so that you guys see clearly what the funds are being distributed to. Again, this is nothing more than an opportunity for a group of individuals that just want to get more involved in the community.
Yes,
Mr. Russo.
yes.
So have we distributed any food lately? We still continue distributing at this time.
Have we distributed any food lately? I mean, that's been a daily, yes.
What you do
Can
on
you
a
just come
monthly
in, can we
basis?
get you right over here, Ms. Garza, real quick, just so that we can.
My question is,
Yes,
do we continue to distribute food supplies to the citizens of Maverick County?
yes,
Still,
yes.
there's no letdown.
No. No, right now, we are still doing the CSFP, which is a cheese bag, which is the elderly of 60 over. Those are the ones we're doing right now. We are waiting on the county bag, which will be distributed on November. Starting November, it's on half of the month, we start on the 15th to start distribute that's called T-bag. That's like an emergency bag.
Mhm.
If you're 18 and 59, you are able to apply.
Good. Thank you.
But we're doing distribution. We're still doing the distribution. up to right now.
Any other questions? Commissioners?
The conflict of interest with Mr. Borrego, it was not an RN, right? It's somebody in with South Texas.
Yes, with South Texas Food Bank.
Because they opened
They're in process of opening up their own food pantry, so it would be,
Their
it would be a direct competition towards both food banks.
And then we have the one on Ceylon Street, which is the other church, which is
Our Lady of Refuge. And they're all receiving certain amounts, obviously, from the food bank in that also, that degree. The one conflict, obviously, was the issue.
CSFP, which is the cheese pack, which is for the elderly. Us only. Yes, of course. And the other ones will be only the tea pack, which is gonna be like an emergency bag for anybody. They're trying to do it because if you live in a certain area, you don't come all the way to. But if they want to, they can apply with us, but they can go to the other area if they want to, and we'll find out if they're already hooked up with that. They won't be giving their.
Is there any further questions on this item? Is there a motion?
So moved, Judge.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Ramos. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ruiz. Discussion? Being that there is none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Let the record reflect that there are 4 in favor with 1 abstention, myself serving as the member who's abstained. Go ahead and then proceed and move forward, and we'll be working closely with you. Thank you. Go ahead and move in. Are there any items right now that we are looking at that needed to be taken into executive session out of the ones that were sent forth for the commissioner that you had requested? Are there any other items? I know that right now we're just on a bit of a time crunch with legal for a slight conflict, being that we couldn't have our meeting tomorrow. So I just want to make sure that we can kind of accommodate legal's need on these matters for executive session, maybe move into executive session first with the consideration of the court, and to go ahead and move forward from this point of view. So we do have items number 13, 14. Are there any other items that need to go into executive session from the court?
Judge, I have a question on number 18 with legal.
Okay, so in items, okay.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and kind of move in 2 on this matter, but it'll be on item 18 as well. So 13, 14, and 18. And of course, the executive session item. Let the record reflect that the court will move into executive session at 5:43 p.m. On October 21st, 2025. We will be taking in executive session items also. Item number 1 for the fire and EMS negotiations, and the items, of course, that have been already so delineated. Go ahead and move into executive session, please. We'll be in jury room.